still healthy crowds waiting to go over to do the house tour. They go across in the shuttle buses here. Now Vernon Smokehouse, that's got outside seating area as well here. The planes are in their original position at the moment when they were first brought back to Graceland. They have moved, although the rest of the Graceland Plaza is gone now. The old plaza was all this green space out here was the original Graceland Plaza. It was like an old strip mall of shops that the estate had bought out and basically turned into a lot of museums and gift shops, and that was all along here. In fact, that building at the end I think was the automobile museum, so that's still there. I don't know what it's been used for now. I think it's the building, could be wrong. And there go the next couple of shuttles. They haven't got far to go, just straight across the road through the famous Graceland gates. So this is the entrance to our airplane exhibit. Takes you through a gift shop before coming out the other side to the planes. Here's the Lisa Marie, obscuring Hound Dog 1 the other side there underneath. Just see it underneath. Just doing this to record outside because you can't do any recording once you're on the plane. It's the Convair 880 jet, originally owned by Delta Airlines. This one, Elvis bought in '75, and I think he ended up spending more on customization than he actually paid for the plane. There's the TCB logo on the tail. Oh, so you just see the guest house of Graceland through the trees there. So it's as you see, they've got a shuttle coming over from there over to the Welcome to Graceland section, but we walked over, so it's not far. I think they just lay on the shuttle because, of course, Highway 51 here, Elvis Presley Boulevard, can get quite busy, so I think it's more a safety concern rather than a concession, maybe. Big map of the complex. There's Graceland. There's the guest house, Graceland. There's Highway 51, Elvis Presley Boulevard. And all the planes, and this is the whole Welcome to Graceland area. Thank you. Oh.
Hi, how are you?
So we've done the mansion tour now. We did the VIP tour this time, not the ultimate VIP tour, so we had the orientation film. Then you go up to the house, then into the trophy room then, where it's all a lot of receipts and statements and stuff. It's amazing that Vernon kept all this stuff. Well, it said that he was so used to being poor and not having money that he wanted to keep. He kept everything basically in case it all slipped through their fingers again, that they would be stuff would be needed again. So he kept all receipts for his bookkeeping, and he kept all, well, everything basically. Vernon very rarely threw anything out. Apparently everything went into storage. It wasn't used anymore. Went up in the attic of Graceland. That's where a lot of stuff was found. Just random things sometimes, like Lisa Marie's key to the golf cart, and the trunk that the Presleys, when they moved from Tupelo, that they packed all their stuff into. The slot cars that Elvis, briefly in the 60s, that's where the trophy room was. Elvis put an extension on there basically to put his slot car racing in. They've still got a couple of the just bits of the track and a couple of slot cars in there on display. You come out from the trophy room, then you go into the Racquetball building. So the Racquetball building has been returned back into the Racquetball building that Elvis had built there in '75, and they got Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain, a section of it playing on the loop. The night he died, he was playing racquetball in there with Billy Smith, and in between games of racquetball, Elvis was playing on the piano in the Racquetball building. That's the last song that he ever sang, really, was Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. And of course came out there then to the meditation garden with the graves of Jessie, Gladys, Vernon, Minnie May, and of course Elvis himself. So we've come back over. It's a bit late in the day now, but we've still got a few of the exhibits to do, the cars and the army, the Private Presley exhibits, and there's artifacts, archives. Luckily we bought the extra day ticket for tomorrow, just to come here to the exhibits. We can't do the tour of the house and we can't go on the planes. It's just of the exhibits over this side here. So we'll do that tomorrow, but we're going to get a drink now. What's the time? 4:25. We still got a bit of time. See what we can fit in now. Okay, let's go into Presley Motors. Let's have a look at what cars they've still got here. Let's see if there's anything new. It was the car museum and we saw the Sean's favourite purple, his Cadillac Eldorado. He had it, he bought that white but had it spray painted purple. The Pink Cadillac, which contrary to belief didn't buy for his mother. It was a Cadillac that Elvis, Scotty and Bill used on the road until I think around March '56, and gave it to his mother even though she couldn't drive. But I think that whole scenario of giving it to his mother made sure that the car was never sold. The Stutz Black Hawk, 1973 car, the very last car that Elvis drove. Here's the picture where he's coming through the gates of Graceland, coming home from Dr. Lester Hoffman's dentistry office. The picture that somebody snapped as they were coming through the gates of Graceland is the same Stutz Black Hawk that's on display there. The Lincoln Continental Elvis picked up in Florida in August '56 while on tour. That's also in there. What else is in there? Well, the two Rolls Royces, black and white one.
Got a few Mercedes.
Two Mercedes in there. And plus Priscilla's Mercedes that he bought in 1970. And it's right there, the cars, what are the cars? Oh, the Ferrari Dino, that's in there, the black one. The MG from Blue Hawaii, that's in there. And then it comes to his bikes and toys then. There's a few Harley Davidsons, Hondas, trikes from Supercycle up that was closing down when we were 2 years ago actually, wasn't it? The Supercycle up on at the top of Bellevue.
Oh, okay.
That was closing. Pink Willie's Jeep, similar to the one in Blue Hawaii. The boats Elvis used on McKellar Lake. The John Deere tractor that he used on Graceland and Circle G Ranch is in there. Can't remember what else was in there. What was the other purple car? What was it, Lincoln? I think, wasn't it a later Lincoln, 1973 Lincoln, I think that was, wasn't it? Could be wrong. But yeah, and the shop, Presley Motors shop, then has the toy cars of a lot of the branded with Elvis on the box now as well, but there's the Stutz in there, and the Pink Cadillac of course is there, with the Eldorado, yeah, all branded with the Elvis name on them now. So we're going to go to the shop now, call it a day for today because we got tomorrow to come back over.
Yes.
So day one, Graceland.
Yes.
Shopped.
Shopped. Of course.
We're going to walk back over to the guest house.
It's only across the road.
And then have a think what we're going for food then, where we're going to go. So now we just walked from welcome to Graceland, just through the trees there. Come out here into the open, and there's the guest house of Graceland. Across the road there. And there's the lines of the Graceland just in between the engine and the body there. You can see the driveway going up to Graceland and the security office outside. So it's all pretty contained here in this area. And there's one of the shuttles that picks you up and takes you back to the guest house, but I guess, yeah, it does. Yeah, there's a shuttle over here, but might as well walk. It's only over there.